All right. Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to Austin Sir Akim out pushing the truth around the four corners of the earth. All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of America according to the Bible, and also to wake up the 1/3 of our people who are the elect of our nation. All right, the only people that's going to turn back to the Lord. All right, but right now our people are in a Gentile state of mind. All right, they don't know who they are, man. You walking around worshiping all different gods. You calling yourself all different kind of names except for the name that the Lord calls you by. All right, and if you go to churches, they call themselves Gentiles, but they don't even know what the word means, man. Which they're right in a sense, but when they say they're the Gentiles of the Bible, they call themselves the Gentiles speaking of other nations. When they're actually Gentiles, but they're of the Israelite nation. You know, because it's two types of Gentiles. All right?
Yeah, like you have, like the brother was saying, you have the Gentiles, which are the other nations, and then you have the Gentiles, which are the Israelites who are in a Gentile state of mind, or in a foreign land outside of the nation of Israel. Because, first and foremost, according to the prophecies, we were going to be scattered as a result of our disobedience, because everything related to the condition that we're in, the lowly condition that we're in, is as a result of us breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, we go into that every week because it's important, it's basic. It's a stumbling block for a lot of Israelites that the strangers, and you're gonna have Israelites according to the seed of their fathers who have the appearance of the other nations. But once you understand that you're scattered, you understand that the male carries the seed, or determines the nationality of that particular child that you're talking about, then it all makes sense. But there's like the spirit, like the scriptures say, the Most High poured out upon them the spirit of sleep and closed their eyes. That's why a lot of you Israelites aren't able to get the most rudimentary, simple things. It's hard for you to understand. And I mean, just like for example, when you read the scripture, I'm gonna get it, James 1:1. I mean, this is a New Testament scripture, right? And it basically tells you who the Paul and the apostles basically came to wake up. Because if it's talking about the other nations, if salvation is for every nation, which according to the scriptures, salvation is only for the nation of Israel. That's why we had this 12 tribe sign out here, because when you read in the book of Revelation, the 7th chapter, it basically outlines who's going to be saved. It says 12,000 out of each 12. So you got 12,000 times 12,000 times 12,000. Sorry, 12,000 times 12,000. That's 144,000. So that's how we get this 12 tribes sign. How we get the numbers that we get, the 1/3 of the elect. And then you had another 2/3. There's only 1/3 of the nation of Israel is going to receive salvation, right? Not everybody. Right. So this is James 1:1. It says, James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. So he's talking about the 12 tribes. He's talking about the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel being scattered. And just like I said, that backs up what I just said. The scripture backs up what I just said about how we were going to be scattered. We're going to be scattered.
Right. And it also says to the 12 tribes of Israel. It's not talking about any other nation, and that's plain and simple. But you'll have these other doctrines where they trying to save Esau, man. That's not possible, man. The whole book from cover to end speaks about the salvation and captivity of Israel, man. And it speaks about Israel being chosen.
So verse 2 it says, my brethren. So he's talking about James is talking about his brethren, which are Israelites, right? Like you look there. Because when you see brethren, it's not talking about, just anybody. It's talking. They're speaking in the context of, of fellow Israelites. Like even when us, when we talk about brethren, we're referring to, like there's a scripture. I'm trying to think, roughly paraphrasing. When Yahushua said, "Who are my mother, my brother?"
Word for brethren is adelphos, which is a brother, whether born of the same two parents or only the same father or mother. Having the same, here it is, verse 2, having the same national ancestors, belonging to the same people or country.
Yeah, so that's talking about. Yeah, then we could even take it even deeper. Like us, we say brother.
Yeah,
we're talking, bro? We're talking about brothers that teach with and all that. All right, so it says, "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations." So there's other scriptures that talk about. So like it's, at the end of the day, we know the prophecies and we know what's going to happen. We know how the script, so to speak, plays out. So we don't get all, messed up when we catch up.
All right, now this is the back of what the brother said, man. Talking about brethren. This is the book of Matthew, chapter, but this is the book of Matthew, St. Matthew, chapter 12, verse 50. It says, all right, I'm going to start at 49. It says, and he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, Salaki, I'm going to go up one more. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 46. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 12, verse 46. It says, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. 48. But he answered and said unto them, Salakia, unto him that told him, who is my mother and who is my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother.
Yeah, so that just shows you, the men of the Lord, basically, the men who follow Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, his word, you are sincere and showing integrity, diligent, those are the men Yahushua is saying is our brothers.
That's right. Not because every Israelite is not your brother. If they go off in doctrine and teaching weirdo stuff, that's not your brother. That's the ones coming out here on the highways and byways, like the brother said, diligent. Week in and week out, in and out of season. Man. Not going off and being sincere about it. That's who your brethren are, man. And matter of fact, that's to speak, because I don't want to put this dude business out there, but he had an incident, where he was calling basically a 2/3 his brother. That's not really your brother. That's your brother, But that right now, that's not your brother, man. That's your enemy. Why? Because he's not doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. That's why you got put in that situation where you know the outcome of that, man. They put their hands on you. So you can't go around and look at every Joe dude that's out here, and be like, yo, that's my brother. Yeah, what's up, bro? Because them the same niggas that'll stab you in your back, man. And call for your death the same way they did your house shot, man. So you gotta be able to discernment, man. You know, use your spiritual mind, man. Your spiritual eyes, man. You know, because like we could walk up, dudes could walk up here right now. We'd be like, "Oh, what's going on, brother?" You know, that's just a statement right now. Like, what's up, brother? You know what I mean? Me and this brother know that they not our real brothers right now. You know, they have to be destroyed and brought back in their right mind. Man. You know, like this is my brother right here, man. We out here week in and week out doing the work, man. You know, not these other dudes on the street like the guy told me he tried to, you know, like his nephews or somebody came up and he was like, "Oh no, this is my brother." He's like, "No, that's my uncle." You know what I mean? So like, come on, man. Like you gotta use, like the brother said, discernment, man. Me personally, I would have been like, all right, whatever, man. I wouldn't even kept trying to talk to him because you see the situation escalating. So now it's time to diffuse it. If you was going to do what you had to do it, then leave, man. You can't convince these niggas that they're your brother right now. The only way they gonna believe it, man, is in the end. Once everything, you know, once everything is all said and done, and they start seeing these prophecies come forth, right? Then they're gonna be like, oh, yo, them dudes right, that is my brother. Yo, bro, remember the scripture? This, no, man, I don't got time for that.
It says, my brethren, was James 1 and 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
That's right. Well, the trying of your faith, that work is patience, man. You know, we get tried every day, man, just to get up and go to work, man. And that, like, even at work today, man. You know, I gotta deal with these Edomites, man. So you gotta put on that that Clark Kent stage, man, and act like a weirdo, basically, man. And act like you really like Esau, man. Give them that fake smile like they do you. Oh, how you doing today? I hope you have a good day and all that bullshit, man. You know, but when they walking around, I'm like, man, I hope that dude get hit by a damn truck, man. They walk out this building, you know. But that, like, and a lot of things try your faith for the brothers that have kids, man. You know, your kids will get on your damn last nerve, man. That's I think, man, the Lord put them here for that, man. But they really try you, you know. Then your woman, man. You know, because every day it's your financial situation. Why? Because we're in captivity anyway, man. You know. So every day, man, is a test of our faith, man. Why? And that's to build us up. Because we going to need all that faith once these times come up, man. When all hell breaks loose, man. You know? You get that faith, that's a gift given by Yahweh Ba'ashem outside, man.
It said, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and enter wanting nothing.
That's right. That's like the. We got one more time.
It says, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and enter wanting nothing.
That's right. So that patience work is perfect work, man. So if you patient, matter of fact, another example of being patient is we want to be in the kingdom right now, man. But we have to wait on it, man. We have to be patient and let it work its perfect work. Because once patient work works, you're gonna be made perfect while you're gonna be in the kingdom. While you waited for it. You didn't jump the gun, man. You know, being patient is sitting here having to deal with looking at all these sodomites, man, and our people in the condition that they are. We gotta deal with that. Well, we want to put them to death, man. You know, but it ain't up to us to do that. Matter of fact, it's yeah, like we gotta wait, man. If you have dudes that's ready, like, and it's crazy because Apostle Rumler had brought it out, and I used to always think, and I'm like, man, I said, he's not going to gotta be patient because you got dudes that actually wanna go out there, like they train their organizations how to shoot guns and all that, you know, and they make that stuff public. Which whatever you train your men to do, that's on you, man. You know? But you putting things public and everything like that, then on top of that, then and you put that Black Hebrew Israelite name on there, man. What you think they gonna want to do? The FBI, they everywhere anyway, man. You got the FBI in a lot of these organizations, the same way you had back with the Black Panthers. You know, with Martin Luther King, with Malcolm X and all them. The FBI was J. Edgar Hoover's men was involved in all that, man. You know? Why? So they could infiltrate to see what's going on and demonize them dudes to bring them down, man. That's the same thing they doing with the Israelites now, man. But you actually have righteous men out here. The same way in ancient time, man. But we have to be patient throughout all of that too, man. You know? And then that's another way for them to say, oh, them dudes, if you see them, they're militant. First of all, it's no such thing as a Black Hebrew Israelite, man. Alright? There's no such thing as a Black Hebrew Israelite. Black is a color, man. We're not black. Alright? We're Hebrew Israelites, man. That's our nationality and our language. So them dudes calling themselves Black Hebrew Israelite, it's a good chance that them dudes are working with the authorities. Or they're under that 501c3 charter. And I advise you to stay away from dudes like that.
It's James chapter 1 verse 5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
That's right. So if you want wisdom, you ask Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua for it, man. And if you're a man of the Lord, he's going to give you the wisdom and understanding, man. Like what the scriptures say, ask and you shall receive, man. So if you want wisdom in something, you pray for it, man. You don't just go gung ho jumping off the bridge, so to speak, to try to go in haste to try to make your situation better, man. All right. And wisdom also comes with experience too, man. You know, that's another thing, a testing of your faith, man. Your faith has to be tested for you to get wisdom too, man. Like the scriptures say, when I come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for many temptations. All right. So this ain't going to be no cakewalk. You think you're going to come in, get your own theme music every time you walk up the damn street, like you're a so-called black superhero, a Shaft or something like that, man. It don't work like that. This work is sorrow, man. You know? It's depressing at times, but guess what? You got to endure through all that. Why? Because it's a reward for you.
Verse 6, it says, but let him that ask in faith nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed.
That's right. So if you ask with faith not wavering, so you're not going back and forth like the scripture explained it perfectly. If you ask in faith not wavering, so that means you ask it knowing you're going to get it, man. So if you asking for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, you know you're going to get it. The Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, is going to give it to you, man. Without a doubt. But if you're like, oh Lord, please, I think, can you live? Like, if you wavering, man, thinking you ain't going to get it, you're not going to get it, man. It's just that simple, man. You got to be firm in this truth, firm in this faith, man. It ain't no second guessing it. Thinking you might be teaching the wrong thing. Thinking that these prophecies ain't going to happen. If you thinking like that, then this ain't for you. You know? Because you're going to have a lot of people that come up against you and try to talk down on you and try to make it seem like these things ain't going to happen. Look like a Mario Andretti in there, man. With headphones on and shit. Yeah. Like he was in a damn video game. That is a video game that he saw. Coming to lock you niggas up. Hoping they could kill y'all, man. He looked just like one of them dudes that be on Xbox Live with their headsets on. And where's the niggas at? You gonna go book them, you know? But yeah, if you're not wholehearted in this thing, man, you're not firm, set, and you're not deeply rooted, man, this ain't for you, man. You know? And if you doctrine hopping, then man, you a bug out, man. You know, like I talked to the dude from IUIC, and he walking around calling, how is a bug out gonna call somebody else a bug out, man? That's like the blind leading the blind. He's like, yeah, our people are bugged out. And I'm looking at him like, for real? So what are you then? And you following this dude Nate, man. And yo, it's 2017, and all the information that's came out on IUIC, and you dudes are still there, or you got guys still joining, which clearly means that they haven't did the research. And furthermore, the Most High is giving them that delusion, man. So, hey, man, that's on them dudes, man. You know?
I see. So Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64, it says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy father have known, even wood and stone.
That's right. So that means you're scattered, the Israelites are scattered on all four corners of the earth, man. That's amongst all different nations, man. You know? That means you're scattered against all different nations. And for them dudes that come out here and teach black this, black that, the white man's the devil and all that, that's not just all the doctrine's about, man. Because yeah, the so-called white man is the devil, but you also have Israelites that come out looking like Edomites, man. All right, but it goes according to your spirit, you know, because we don't have those records that go trace our bloodline all the way back to Jerusalem. But what we do have is faith, man, that we are the Israelites, that the Bible speaks of. Now, how we know that? Because we come out here, the Lord gives us the knowledge to come break down the scriptures right. And the things we talk about come to pass, man, through the scriptures. You know? And you got dudes that can't have the discernment to tell that a dude is a Jake that looks like another nation. Why? Because we're set apart from all other nations. We're higher than all other nations, man. We're above all other nations. We're stronger than them, man. So you're not just going to have no boxer that looks like an Edomite knocking out so-called black men with ease, and he's going to be an Edomite. No, that dude has to be a Jake, man. You know, it's called the confusion of faith. But even with Paul went around teaching to the Gentiles, which were our people. All right, they were scattered abroad, man. They trying to say their boys are, man. But yeah, those are our people, man. You know. So if you come up in Ireland, of course you're going to look like an Irishman. All right. If you come up in China, you're not going to come out looking like me and this brother right here, man. Just like I was watching a video on YouTube. It was a Vine video, and there was a dude that looked like a damn goop, man. But he was doing a little beatbox. I'm like, damn, he got rhythm and everything. That can't be no goop, man. That's not Moab. That's got to be a Jake, man. the book of Romans, chapter 9. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh."
Yeah, so this is Apostle Paul. He's saying he wished that he were accursed from Christ for his brethren, his kinsmen, according to the flesh. And we just went into how, like, brethren is talking about your Israelite. He said your kinsmen. He's talking about the people that's related to him, the people that's his he's talking about his brother. He's talking about Israelites basically. This is Paul basically in this scripture that the brother's about to read. Paul is basically declaring that he's an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. So he's telling, because this is in Rome, so he went to Rome, and in Rome there were a lot of Israelites scattered in Rome. So he went there telling them, look, I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. And he's going to tell, that the Most High is still dealing with the nation of Israel. That's what he's scriptures about.
And this is that word, kinsman. I hope I don't butcher it too bad. It's songies. Songies, which is of the same kin, akin to, related by blood.
Yeah, related by blood. So that's the seed of the nation of Israel.
And verse 2 says, in a wider sense, of the same nation, a fellow countryman. So like you even have people down south, right? They be like, yo, that's my kinfolk. Yeah, who's your kin? Why do they talk like that, man? That's going back to that's the way we talk. Alright? And those words come from somewhere, man. Alright? That's your kinsman. Who's your kin? Who's your blood? Who's your family? Alright? So that's what he was talking about. Now like the brother said, now watch what he gets into. I'm gonna start the book. He said from my pen, it says, this is Romans 9:3. For I could wish that myself were cursed from Christ, or Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. So according to the flesh, you can talk like the history, not the Edomites. You have the Edomites are cursed, man, by their flesh. You can look at an Edomite, a so-called white man, be like, yo, that's a damn devil. All right, he's a curse, right? It says, I'm going to start it over. This is Romans 9:3. It says, for I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach, for my brother and my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises. All right. This is Romans 9:4. It says, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises.
Yeah, so he's saying the Israelites, which are the Most High's people, who were given the covenant, who were given the laws, who were given Yahawashi Hamashiach basically so that they to give them grace, so that they could receive salvation.
That's right.
He's saying that only pertains to the Israelites.
That's right.